Hey, pilots! Welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales of my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchere Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League. So I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account. But it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle. Because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. I'm going to call this battle Go for Broke, and I'll explain why as we go along here, guys. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, November. All right, guys, here we're on Carrier. I got my open map deck on here. This is Major Pain. He's my beautiful Zeus Fury. He's my opener. I bring him out of the open, and what I'm really trying to do here is at the beginning of the battle is just kind of monitor center. Because, obviously on Carrier, center beacon is, the beacon for contention. And, the first half of a battle, you don't want to get too crazy. Because all you're trying to do is trying to help mech them out, like I'm doing here. Basically burn through their resources, get them whittled down as they try to go back and liberate that center. And basically chip them away, one little pilot at a time. That's all we're trying to do here at the beginning. The first half of the battle, you don't want to get too crazy on domination. Beacon Rush, completely different. But on domination, you really just want to last them out and basically burn through their resources. Because as they start dwindling down to the end of their resources, then you can make a final, a push at the second half. Go for broke is what you want to do at the second half. But on the first half of a domination battle, you really would just want to have a really conservative 3 and hold mentality. Get 3 beacons if you can and hold them. And maintain them. If you're at a tie, 2-2 like we are right now, that's even not that bad. As long as you're dishing out pain, as long as you're dealing some damage, and as long as you're burning through their resources, getting them down into their second, third, and fourth bots. And that's all I'm doing with Major Pain here, is really just, chipping away. There was that Zenith guy behind me there, and he's launching Zeniths over there. You know what? It's not a great build, but for this kind of a map and for this kind of a mode, it's okay at the beginning, as long as on the second half, you're ready to go for broke. Now, I'm watching the beacon bar, and I'm watching the beacon count. This has actually been obviously a very slow and kind of methodical game here. I've been kind of chipping away. We're at almost halfway into the battle, and all I've been doing is just kind of sitting here, and, it looks like kind of a boring way to play, but this is how you do domination, guys. You don't really want to, get too crazy at the beginning, because then you'll burn through your resources, and you won't be able to keep up with the Reds. So now that we've done that, we've chipped away quite a few of them, and we really haven't died that many. What I'm going to do now it's time to go for broke. So in the second half of a battle, this is when you come in and just start making the push, because you can. They're into their Titans, they're into their last few bots, they're going to start meching out because you've been putting the pressure on them. Now, in the second half of the battle, this is when you want to go for broke, guys, because by pushing it now and getting that nice little extra edge, it's going to really help you, because what's going to happen is they're not going to be able to keep up with this. They're going to start going back on their heels. By the way, this is my invader. I'm not very good with him yet. I'm still learning how to jump him around and stuff like that. But this go for broke mentality at the second half, completely different than the first half. Now we want to go and get him as push as hard as you can. If you do that early, you're meching out. But if you do that late in the game, if you go for broke at the end of the battle, then what's going to happen is you might start meching out, but it's okay because it's the second half. We only got 3 minutes left. Now you can go for broke, but don't do it early. Make sure you go for broke in the second half of the battle. But we are totally going in because you got lots of bots. I didn't use hardly any of my bots to begin with. Major Payne did his job. He kept them occupied. He kept chipping them down. Now we are going for broke. So this is how you do beacon rush, or not beacon rush, this is how you do domination. You just keep pressing. Because we were able to be so conservative at the beginning, we have all the resources to keep laying into them, and they really just can't keep up. This is Reaper. He's my Avenger Bulwark. Oh, wow. If I had my physical shield up, I'd have been a little better off there. That guy totally nailed me. I could probably hit a power module, a healing module right now, but I'm not going to. I really don't need to right now because this is really only my third bot out. I got plenty more in the tank if I need to. So I'm just going to go ahead and chip this guy away. Look at that 5 capper. This game is over. This is, that's Sir Nightmare. He didn't even get a play. Yeah, guys, that's how you do it. So on domination, make sure you start off with a nice conservative approach. Make sure you don't do nothing. Make sure that you are chunking them away, but don't get too crazy. Don't burn through your resources. But then on the second half, you make sure you go for broke. Make sure you have the resources to do it though. And there you go. Great pilots on both sides. If you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out. I'm going to call this battle Hostile Merge. I'll explain why as we go along here, guys. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, Theta. All right, guys, this is Yamato. I've opened up with my closed map deck. This one here, this is Frick. This next performance deserves a formal introduction. He's your best friend. He's their worst nightmare. He'll race to your rescue. He'll end all their hopes. Although he's a twin, he's not like his brother. Compared to him, there is no other. He's the one that will make any red sick. He's the one and only. He's Frick. It can't be overstated that my Panada Orkin Raven, also known as a Death Button Raven, is a threat to any red that gets within range. Not to mention a phenomenal beacon runner when called upon, making him one of the most valuable and universal builds in my hangar because he can be used in so many situational needs. With his nimble and elusive skills, one-punch knockout arsenal, and unrivaled ability to cover vast distances in a split second, there's rarely a battle where his talents aren't needed. And when he does launch an undeniable attack on an unsuspecting red, they barely have enough time to utter the name of their assailant before their name travels up to the heavens. Oh, Frick! And he's my Death Button Raven. I love him a lot. He's a good opener for this one, you know. It helps him. That double jump lets him get there. But you know what? I saw some guys coming down there. I was going to get double teamed, so at the last second, I jumped to the side there. I actually avoided a certain death. You know, Frick is a really good support bot. He's also a good death button, and he really can melt. Even in today's meta, he can still go out there and melt just about anyone with one salvo. He's a great guy. But you know what? He's also, you know, he's not super high powered. These are level 6 bots, so I don't want to be taken out because that's a lot of firepower to be wasting, you know, on certain depth. So I allowed myself to kind of go off to the side there rather than land right in the center with 2 reds coming down. And what it probably did is allowed me to kind of, you know, weather that one, come in, and now do a lot more damage here, you know, and get a lot more support. Imagine what would have happened if I had died right away there. You know, Frick would have had such a great opener here, but he's doing really good. I mean, he's lasted almost 3 minutes into the battle. We're really starting to chip away now, and I don't have the healing module. I have the phase shift. So anyway, there you go. But that was a great first opener. So now we're going to go into this is Diablo. He's my little Loki here, and he's gonna run back toward the back left over here, back right, excuse me. Actually, he's gonna go to the center. Let's cap this one. Let's show these guys what it's all about. These guys, you know, we merge. Hey, the platforms merge. Good job, Pixonic. Good job, developers, to make this thing work out. You know, we have a whole bunch of people that play this battle, you know, in several different platforms, Android, iOS, Amazon, they're all playing at the same time. But because the pools were divided before, matchmaking was kind of wonky. But now that they've merged the platforms and you have all these different pilots on the same playing on the same server now, it allows us to have a lot more people in there. Well, it's also going to be a little more diverse because I'm guessing there's some battle styles that were, prominent in each platform. And now that you're merging the platforms, you're going to find different kinds of battle styles that are going to, start to, you're not going to be used to like you haven't seen before. So this is kind of fun. Well, it's going to make things a little interesting to begin with, because you're going to start seeing builds that you're not used to seeing. And you're going to start seeing play styles that are a little bit different than what you're used to. So it's all good. It's going to really, make the battles a little more heated, a little more hostile. Frick had a great doing. What Diablo did, he did what he does. He went to the back there. He distracted the Reds. He brought a few Reds back there. It gave my team a little opportunity to go up and do some good. They didn't really take advantage of it. Sometimes you're carrying your team. That's another thing too, is you're going to be on the battlefield with with the Reds and mates that might have different play styles. And I'll tell you what, sometimes it's gonna you're used to your mates doing certain things because you're kind of you figure they have a way of doing it. But it's amazing what's going to happen with this hostile merge. You're going to see all sorts of different play styles that you're not used to. Maybe pacing, what you're used to seeing. So be ready for that, guys. It's going to be a little weird. Sometimes you'll feel like you're carrying your team. Sometimes you'll feel like your team is absolutely going crazy. But it's all going to be good, and it's all going to play out. But for the beginning here, you're going to just see some hostile merges. By the way, this is Sir Nightmare. He's my Nightingale. I won him off of a poll kind of a thing, and it was really a survey kind of a thing. It was really kind of nice. They gave it to me. This is Whizbang. He's my Halo Blitz. He's another little assassin. They did some mechanic changes to the Halos. They fire faster, but they empty out real quick, like boom, boom, boom. He's already done. So it's something to get used to. But our team has been doing a great job of keeping them blue, and we did a good job there, and we had a nice green banner at the end there. So guys, nice little hostile merge there. If you ever want to know at the end of a battle there, if you don't see keys after the name of the pilot, that means that they're actually on one of the other platforms. So that's a good way to tell who you're up against. And if you can look at this one, you can see there was only 2 people on my platform playing. I was up with a whole bunch of other guys. So there you go. If you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out. I'm going to call this battle Juggernaut! Oh yeah! I'll explain why as we go along here, guys. Enjoy my friends in the background with their instrumental mortality. Alright, guys, this is this episode's Beacon Rush battle. There's only one way to do it. Fast forward. I took Frick up here. This is my death button Raven. I made his double jump, the one that took him right to the center ring. Got the center one first. It's the furthest neutral beacon. Then I'm going in for their next beacon here, guys. Juggernaut. It's a powerful, overwhelming force. That is exactly how you do Beacon Rush, guys. I started with a push to the center. Now we're taking from the center, and we're going to continue to press forward. You have a Juggernaut mentality. You have a fast, powerful, overwhelming force. It is so overwhelming that the Reds cannot answer it. This is how you run Beacon Rush, guys. It is not domination. It is not sit back, be conservative. It is run the Juggernaut. You have to have an overwhelming, powerful force, and it is so relentless and so overwhelming that the Reds just can't answer to it. What happens is as you die, you don't start back at the beginning. You start right where you left off, and you keep pressing forward. That is why you do it that way. Now we're going to start right in the middle there. We've already got their back beacon. We got a 4-capper. Now we're going to just try to grab this one back, and we'll have a 5-capper. And you have a relentless, overwhelming force. We have a 5-capper. We're about 2.5 minutes in, guys. This is how you run Beacon Rush. This is why it works so well, because as you die, you're spawning right where you left off. You're not starting back at the beginning, and they can't get out of their spawn area now. They can't leave. They can't go anywhere else. They can slip by like this guy here, but it's too late, guy. The Juggernaut just rolled right over you, guys. This is how you play Beacon Rush, guys. Each and every time you rush on out, you have a Juggernaut overwhelming, powerful, relentless force driving toward the beacons, capping, and then continuing to move forward as you do it. And what's going to happen is there's just no way they can get out of their home area, and it's going to be a steamroller every single time, guys. Woo! That's how it works. And if you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and were able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel on a regular basis, so if you like what you see, please tap on the subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. Also, Discord is a great way to connect with other amazing pilots, keep up on the latest news, and learn more ways to improve your gaming experience. Without question, one of the best Discord servers out there is War Robot's Master Pilots. Managed by some of the best pilots in the game today, it features a robust list of informational, tutorial, and informative channels to cover anything and everything related to this awesome game. So definitely take a moment to click on the link in the description of this episode and check them out. Finally, my goal is to provide you all with entertaining and helpful information that'll help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep them blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Just make sure you're having fun, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.